is super travel. One of my hobby actually is to travel a lot. So that is also because it's mostly because of my work. I am driving in the night because somehow I feel very comfortable driving in the night. There is less traffic, and also I enjoy the high speed, although I don't recommend anybody over the high speed, but I somehow enjoy driving in the night. It saves a lot of time no matter what route you take. So basically for Lucknow there are two routes. One is from Gurgaon via Delhi. You can go towards this place called Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad is the first town which happens to fall after Delhi, and as soon as you enter UP, the Ghaziabad is the first town. So brief history about Ghaziabad is that it's been an industrial place for UP, and earlier there were a lot of industries, but now they have moved down to Gurgaon, Manesar and other places. So Ghaziabad is not that popular, although there are many companies still operative in Ghaziabad. Anyways, why are we discussing Ghaziabad? So I was telling you that there are different routes to travel to Gurgaon by road. The first and the primitive route is via Ghaziabad, Hapur. Then you will land up in Moradabad. Then via Bareilly. These are all towns, by the way. Bareilly, Shahjahanpur. You will end up in Sitapur and then Lucknow. I have traveled this route a couple of times. The best part about this route is that this is the shortest route. On map, it comes somewhere around less than 500 kilometers, around 485, 490 kilometers, like that. But the only problem with this route is that the route is not very good. The roads are bad, and I don't recommend anybody traveling on that route in the night time because the facilities are not good. There are less traffic lights. Also, there are no restrooms, no facility areas provided by the toll, and everything is very shabby. Sometimes the road there are detours. Sometimes there are constructions happening over the road. So I don't really recommend this kind of thing. The second route is again via Delhi. You start from Gurgaon, you enter Delhi, and then you enter Noida instead of Ghaziabad. You can enter Noida, and from there you can take the expressway. Now this expressway was started, I guess, like around 10 years back, and it was started by the UP government. And let me tell you, the expressway is one of the class thing which has happened to travelers like us. The time is pretty less as compared to other routes. There are so many facilities. Even if you are traveling at night or any other odd time, you will have ample amount of facilities such as petrol pumps, refreshment centers, toilets, car mechanics, everything. You will get everything out there. So I highly recommend that route if you are going to Lucknow. But that route goes to from Noida. It starts and it goes to Agra, and then from Agra there is another expressway which is recently inaugurated by the Samajwadi government, which was made by Samajwadi government in UP, and that is the Agra Lucknow Expressway. These are very similar sounding expressways, but they serve different routes. So you start with the Yamuna Expressway and then you move on to the Agra Lucknow Expressway, and you can reach Lucknow from there. Now I have recently discovered a third route. Now the third route, because it is I live in sector 80 in Gurgaon, so which is very close to Manesar. So for me, traveling all the way to Delhi and then entering all the way to Noida and then catching with the expressway is still a long journey in terms of time, because if you have to cross all the way to Delhi, you have to get into the traffic and you have to stop at all the red lights. So to avoid all that commotion, I have opted for the third route, which is also inaugurated recently. But in this route is that the time traveled is slightly less than what you may travel in if you go towards Delhi and through Delhi. The distance in kilometer is somewhere around 550-560 kilometers from my home in Gurgaon to my place where I will be staying in Lucknow. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you updated about the route, and also what all you can find on this route. Although this route is also new, so there are there are no facilities in that route also, although it's an expressway. So night driving I will still not recommend for families, but yes, if you are an enthusiast like me and a crazy person like me, then be my guest, travel on that route as many times as you feel like. So right now I have left Gurgaon and I am closing in towards Manesar on the Jaipur Expressway. Enjoy the video. See you. Time to get some fuel. So I am getting some fuel as I am pretty low on it. One thing I highly recommend that that's my personal this thing, that I use Indian Oil petrol pumps mostly. It's my personal experience that the quantity and the quality is very good. There are other this thing also, petrol pumps like Bharat Petroleum, HP, but somehow I felt the quantity and the quality was not good. Every time I fill up in Indian Oil, my car gives a better mileage than any other petrol pump. So go for Indian Oil. We have entered the KMP Expressway, which will drop me at Palwal, and from there I will be taking up the regular Agra route. So this expressway is approximately 70 kilometers long from Manesar to Palwal, and the quality of road is excellent. The only one thing, rather two things which annoy me on this expressway is that number one, there are no street lights, there are no indicators, lane changing indicators, and which most of our modern expressway have. They have those reflectors on the road, which help in night driving. And secondly, there are no facilities also. Like previously, when this Expressway was inaugurated around 1.5 years back, the cost of the toll was 35 rupees only. But now, post 1 year, 1.5 year, it's just double. It's around 75 rupees. The quality of road is no doubt, as I said, is very good. But since there are no facilities, so I feel that the toll tax here is on the higher side. Facilities like restroom, facilities like layover areas, this highway doesn't have that yet. So I wonder, like already at 75 rupees, in future if they will have it, then probably this will go up to 90 rupees or 100 rupees, even 100 rupees. So you never know. But then anyways, enjoy the ride. Hey guys, remember I told you about the Indian oil thing, that I prefer using Indian oil. My car tends to give a better mileage over that. Well, here's a little interesting fact that I don't know if this is visible to you. Let me just pan it a little bit. I have almost traveled 123 kilometers, and the car fuel is still showing full. So this is the kind of let me turn on the light first. Yeah, that's better. So I have traveled 124 kilometers till now from Gurgaon, and after I got my tank full, I have it is still showing full. and I guess it will go for another 10 to 15 kilometers before the reading starts tripping. So this is what my builds up my confidence over Indian oil fuel. And also a big credit goes to this car also. By the way, I drive Toyota Etios. It's a platinum edition. It's called Platinum Etios. So the thing with Etios is that it's a Toyota engine, and it's very good with mileage. More or less, I have observed that my car gives more than 25 kilometers per liter on a highway. Sometimes my calculation even went up to 28 kilometers on the highway. Yeah, although there are some constraints as in you need to drive at a steady pace, and if you try to overspeed, then the mileage trips. But usually I drive not more than 100 kmph. That's because I enjoy driving. Rash driving is not my cup of tea. Yeah, sometimes when I get bored and I see an open stretch, so I try to drive fast, but then usually I am more into the 100 kmph bracket. So that's the reason why my car tends to give sometimes a mileage of 25 plus, and even it has reached up to 28 kmph. So I think Toyota should be really proud of their engines and really proud of their cars, and it's a very nice car, and it has all the necessary elements which one a car should have. So that's the thing.
The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape. Close through the night, I won't let go until the sunrise. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Wave goodbye to your city life, and say hello to the desert sky. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape.
So I am at the Agra Lucknow Expressway. I'm waiting at the refreshment point. The name of this place is Food King Plaza. So good thing about is that there is ample amount of parking space here. You can park your vehicles. I can see a lot of vehicles parked in here, and although I don't personally recommend it, but a lot of people have their air conditioning on and they are sleeping inside the cars. So that has some health hazards, and it could be fatal at times also. But anyway, it's a good spot wherein if you feel drowsy or sleepy, you can just park your car here and you can just lay inside it and rest for a while.